Welcome to Silent Hill. A story about the town itself. No one plans to end up in Silent Hill. You don't buy a ticket there. You wake up in it. Jamie Nichols was driving through the fog with no destination in mind. Her mind was frayed, too much grief, too many pills, and the sound of her daughter's voice still echoing in her head, even months after the funeral. The road signs were blurry, almost unreadable, but one name stood out through the mist. Silent Hill. A ghost of a town, they said, abandoned after the mines burned. Nobody lived there, nobody should. But something drew her in. The kind of pull that wraps around your ribs and drags. She parked outside what used to be a diner. Snow, or was it ash, fell in slow, silent drifts. The town was empty, still. No birds, no cars, no people. Just fog, and the feeling that someone was watching. The buildings leaned like they'd been holding their breath for too long. Radio static crackled from somewhere. Then a siren wailed, low and unnatural, ripping through the silence like a scream. The sky turned black. And then the world changed. The streets melted, walls peeled like skin. Rusted metal and blood-stained grates replaced the pavement. The town bled into something else, somewhere far darker. And the shadows moved. They came from the fog, creatures that shouldn't exist. Twisted mockeries of flesh and memory. Jamie ran. Through alleys filled with broken dolls, down corridors where the walls pulsed like living tissue. In mirrors, she saw her daughter standing behind her, eyes hollow, mouth sewn shut. "Mommy, why didn't you save me?" She screamed and kept running. She found a church. Inside, a priest who had no eyes whispered, "You don't come to Silent Hill unless you belong here." She begged for answers. He only said, "This town shows you what you are." Later, in the hospital ruins, she found her daughter's name carved into the walls, over and over. She found a file, J. Nichols' psychiatric evaluation. It said she never had a daughter, that the child was a delusion brought on by a trauma she'd buried. But Jamie remembered her. She loved her, didn't she? The siren wailed again. And through the darkness came Pyramid Head, dragging that massive blade, face hidden behind a metal helm forged from guilt and rage. He wasn't chasing her. He was judging her. She collapsed in the street, surrounded by fog, sobbing. And then, silence. The sky cleared. The rust receded. She was back on the road in her car, headlights cutting through the mist. Had it all been a dream? A hallucination? Then she looked in the rearview mirror. In the back seat, strapped in quietly, was her daughter. Smiling, bleeding. Welcome to Silent Hill. You don't visit it. It visits you. When your sins rot your soul, when grief devours you, when the past won't stay buried. The town calls. And once you enter, you never leave the same.